Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tanealyakimbeauty and this is Beauty. In this video, we are going to be playing around with and doing a first impressions of the Colourpop Limoncello palette and collection. I have the palette, I have the 3 blush sticks, and I have 2 of the eyeshadow sticks. There were 4 altogether, but 2 of them sold out, so I was only able to get 2. Didn't pick up the lip glosses or anything like that. As you guys know, I'm not a lip gloss person, and my daughter has 50 million glosses and balms and oils she does not need anymore. So I just picked up the pieces of the collection that I knew I would get some use out of. The Limoncello palette has 12 shades. I went on ahead and I pre-filmed some swatches and stuff so you guys can take a look at them. There's only one eye safety warning, and it's for Fly Girl, which is this shade right here. Just kind of a green to gold shift. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. I'm not seeing any other eye safety warnings, so that is the only one. The one thing that I noticed right away about this palette is that the pans are bigger than your traditional palettes. I grabbed my Sailor Moon palette just for reference. This is what the usual 12-pan palettes look like as far as size, and this is what the Limoncello palette looks like. As you can see, it is definitely bigger. Something else that I also noticed is the quality of this palette. Not that the Colourpop packaging is like cheap or anything like that. This one is heavy, it's weighted, very, very nice quality in this packaging. They put some nice effort into this one. This is really, really nice. When I first saw this collection, I was not too excited about it. I thought, you know what? I have seen these shades before. This is nothing new. But then I saw some swatch videos, especially the one from Amanda for Makeup Just for Fun. She focuses on swatching and stuff like that. When I saw her video and the swatches she did and the way the shadows performed, I was like, wow, they were really, truly breathtaking, especially the shade Capri, this beautiful green right here, the golds, every single shade in here, even the more neutral tones, were vibrant and just blended so well and just looked so unique. So yeah, after watching her video, that's when I got excited about the palette and decided to go ahead and pick it up. The video, you guys, does not do these swatches any justice. They are so shiny, so wet looking, so vibrant. Hopefully one day I will have a nice high definition camera to really show you how these shades pop. But like I said, I also picked up the 3 blush sticks, so I'll be showing you those later on in the video. But let's go on ahead and prime our eyelids. What I'm going to be using today is from Juvia's Place. It is the Eye Prep Eye Prime Eyeshadow Primer. This is a new product to their collection. I used this in my last trying on new makeup video. Enjoying this very much. As you guys know, I usually like to use the I Am Magic Concealer from Juvia's Place as my base. A little bit on the lower lash line there. I put way too much on. But this has been really, really nice. The only downside is that, well, not so much downside, you just have to work kind of quickly. It does set pretty fast, so you have to work pretty quick to blend it out. But other than that, I am very much enjoying it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a mauve, which is this really rich dandelion yellow, and I'm going to put that all over the eyelid. And when I saw Amanda's swatch video, I was just mesmerized. These shades just looked so beautiful and so vibrant. The textures, everything about the palette was just so beautiful. My first thought when I first saw the palette was Limoncello. This is not a very lemony palette. I expected a lot more yellows, maybe more of a monochromatic kind of a thing going on. But like I said, when I saw the swatches, I was just floored. They were so beautiful. All right, that yellow is looking really, really nice. I'm using this big fluffy brush from one of those Shein collection brushes that I got. This one is from Mange, I think is how it's called. It's a tapered blending brush number 6. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these shadow sticks real quick, the 2 shades that I picked up. I have Style and Ease and Check Please, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch these. These 2 are matte. I think the other 2 shades were the shimmery shades. Those are the ones that sold out quickly. Oh wow, these are super, super creamy. All right, that's what they look like. Very, very pretty. I think I'm going to take La Festa, which is the blue shade right here, and I'm going to lay that in the lid and in the crease, and then maybe take this one and put it under the lower lash line. I don't have a whole lot of experience with eyeshadow sticks. So this is going to be one of my first times ever actually using them. I'm going to take this green Menage brush. I think I'm saying that right. Menage. Same brand as the black handle brushes. These just have the green handles. So we're going to go into La Festa. Lots of vibrant pigment there. And I'm just going to put this right in here. Oh, wow. That is definitely pigmented. That is for sure. Oh, that's pretty. It's a beautiful, vibrant blue. I'm just blending that right into the crease, into that beautiful, decadent yellow. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that is pretty. I'm gonna switch to this more tapered brush from my AOA collection just to kind of nice little wing on the outside here. This one has a little tapered point, which really helps to build that outer wing. You guys, I am so impressed with this palette. It's very rare these days that I just get super excited about a Colourpop collection, but this is really pretty. I'm going back real quick with that first blending brush. That's just to kind of blend the edges out between that blue and the yellow. All right, I am liking the way this is coming out, but I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the eyeshadow stick and Style and Ease. I'm going to put a little bit of this right on the outer corner. Just want a little bit more vibrancy in this area. And then I'm going to take it down to my lower lash line as well. Back in with my pointy brush here just to see if we can blend this out. Alright, it's blending out okay, but it is kind of sticking like right in here, in this area, right here. I might need a denser brush to blend that out with. I'm going to add just a little more to the outer corner. I'm having a harder time blending this side than I am this one. I'm going to take a smaller, denser brush and see if we can blend this out better. I'm going to go back over it with that first blue shade from the palette. I'll be honest, guys, I just don't think that the shade sticks are blending very well. I'm having a pretty difficult time with them, so just off the first impressions, I'm not too excited. It could be the primer. It may be that they're just not blending well over the Juvia's Place primer. I don't know. I'll try them again in the future without the primer and just see if they blend better that way. But just from first impressions, yeah, I'm not too impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shadow stick down on my lower lash line. This may be a situation where the sticks are just going to be more for lining that lower lash line more so than the upper lid, but we'll just have to see. I wanted to show you real quick. You see that? I'm like wiping my hand and the sticks and they're kind of like staying in place. It's probably the reason why I was having such a difficult time with blending them out. It's awesome that they stay in place, which means they're going to have staying power and they're going to last the day, but trying to blend them out, yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult. All right, now I'm going to take Capri. I'm going to put that all over my lid. That was one of my absolute favorite shades when I did my swatches. When I saw the videos that other people had done, this shade was like, wow, oh, you see that? Absolutely beautiful. And this particular shade is pretty unique to the Colourpop collection. They may have launched something like this similar in the past, but as far as the shadows that I currently have from their collection, I do not have anything like this one. But wow, I didn't have to wet the brush. I didn't have to use a glitter adhesive or anything. Look at that. My, that is stunning. Ooh. I could take this shade just by itself and just slap it all over my eyelid with some liner and I'd be in heaven. Back in, just kind of blend these two shades together. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take Serenade, which is this beautiful, vibrant, lemony yellow shimmer, and we're going to lay that in a corner, and then we're going to kind of Bring that down to the lower lash line. That is stunning. Oh my word. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go off camera, throw on my liner and my lashes, and then we'll come back and we'll play around with these blush sticks. Liner and lashes are done. I threw this really beautiful lemony yellow Colourpop gel liner into my lower lash line. The shade name is rubbed off, so I do not know what the name of the shade is. For my liner on my top, I use the Artista liner from Shop Miss A, AOA. I absolutely love this. This one I'm currently working through. And then my lashes are the Noir 3D Faux Mink from Pro Beauty Essentials. I got this one from TJ Maxx. I absolutely love this style. If I go to TJ Maxx and I find these again, I'm definitely going to be grabbing a whole bunch of them. Now we're going to dive into the blush sticks. I was very, very excited about these. I only currently have one, but I love the way that it blends out. And I heard that these are supposed to be a newer formula. I went ahead and I swatched them on my hand. They're definitely much creamier. So I've swatched them on my hand. The top shade is Coastal Drive. Then we have Picnic Time. And then the last shade is Cottage. These are so beautiful. I think I'm gonna go with Cottage for today's look. The beautiful peachiness of this shade is just calling my name. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my cheekbones. And I'm gonna take my e.l.f. sponge here and just start blending them out. I may have to put a little bit more on this cheek. It's a lot more sheer in tone than I was thinking that they were. I build that up. The good thing is that they're so creamy and they blend so well over powder that it's pretty easy to just build it up. See, look how that's blending right in. That is beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of Coastal Drive, just a deeper shade. Just kind of blend that in over it. All right. That is beautiful. Now for highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and use one of the Lite sticks from Colourpop. This is the only shade that I currently have. It is called Acting Up. Beautiful gold champagne type shade. So I'm going to put that right here on my highlights, tops of my cheekbones. This blends so well. I'm just going to blend it out into that blush stick. You see? Blends right in. No effort at all. I'll be excited to see if they launch some more light sticks to go along with the new blush sticks that they launched. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit on my finger. Just gonna go down the center of my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I'm going to quickly line my lips with my Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil in True Me. I just recently picked this up in my latest Ulta haul. And then I'm going to use the Matte Hughes Liquid Lipstick from the Balm. This shade is in Honest. And then we'll come back and we'll do some final thoughts. All right, guys, now for some final thoughts. First, the eyeshadow palette. Packaging on point. I absolutely love it. The color story is absolutely beautiful. The two shimmers that I use, Serenade and Capri, they blend it like butter. Super shiny, super pigmented. Absolutely love those. I also love the Amalfi shade, which is the beautiful gold dandelion yellow that I put all over my lid. Absolutely beautiful. The only kind of was the La Festa Blue. I felt like that did not blend out very well. Even when I went to take this and blend it into that Amalfi shade, I don't feel like it blended it because it's kind of stuck and was a little bit patchy. Could be the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer that I used. That may have been a thing. It may not have worked well together. So I'm definitely going to test it without the primer, just to kind of see if it works better that way. I also had the same issue with the eyeshadow stick that I used. Now these two are very long wearing. They're going to definitely last you the day, but it makes it very hard to blend out. I had a very difficult time trying to blend this particular shade out. Once again, could be the eyeshadow primer. Going to test out the palette and the sticks without the eyeshadow primer just to find out, if they work better. But as a whole, I am loving this palette. I think I'm going to do an IGTV using some of the other shades in here. Absolutely love this. The other part of the collection that I used in this video were the blush sticks. I really like the formula. It wasn't as pigmented as I was thinking it was going to be. I did have to build it up, but it was really, really creamy and blended really well, so I did not mind that, and it didn't take much time at all to build up. But the shades themselves are just really, really beautiful. These are going to be gorgeous, perfect in the springtime and the summer as well. So that is the end of this video. If you like these types of videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you hit subscribe and join my little family. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Be safe, guys. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.